Founded by the Franciscan Order in 1786 during the religious conversion of the Chumash Native Americans, the Santa Barbara Mission is nestled on a rise between the Pacific Ocean to my right and the Santa Ynez Mountains to my left. With its grand bell towers, lush gardens, and majestic backdrop, it serves as one of the most beautiful places to visit in all of California. Today, it is the only mission under the leadership of the Franciscan Friars and serves as a parish church of the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. Hi everybody, we're here with Warren Butler, the owner of Flightline Restaurant here outside of Santa Barbara Airport. Warren, thank you for joining us. What inspired the unique style here at Flightline?
Well, you know, when this place closed, it was a famous place, the Elephant Bar. When it closed, I said this would be a great place for an aviation-themed restaurant. And I didn't know at the time, but there was so much history, you know, in aviation in Santa Barbara. So I kind of lucked out. It was started off to just be this aviation theme, and now it's going to turn out to be very museum-esque.
So Santa Barbara is home to a lot of different restaurants, a lot of variability. What makes your restaurant unique, and what are some events you have coming up that would bring a family out here to enjoy their time at the Flightline?
All right, well, in addition to just great food and great service, we have comedy nights, we have Latin night, we do a lot of different special evenings, but more importantly, there's a lot of interaction with the airport. We have special, shows coming in that is showcasing, planes and World War II planes. It just happened this past weekend. So there's always something going on here at the airport.
What does the future hold for you and Flightline moving forward? Anything coming up just from not only with inside the restaurant, but things you're doing in the community?
Well, we're teaming up with, a lot of the aviation companies, so we want to do more and more events that, let the community share, the whole, private, plane aviation, theme. We're just going to continue to, build on, letting people know that we're here, that it's a, it's a museum-esque, type of place, and they can come and, really enjoy and see the history of Santa Barbara,
Thank you so much for joining us, Warren. Guys, come out and check out the Flightline Restaurant here outside of the Santa Barbara Airport. Now, you probably don't want to find yourself outside of a public courthouse, but here in Santa Barbara, it just might be the exception. Considered one of the most beautiful public buildings in the entire country, it's famous for its four-face clock tower that gives you a 360-degree shot of beautiful downtown. Also known for its sunken garden, it has become a haven for many families across the community to come watch a free movie, maybe take some wedding and engagement pictures, and even enjoy a family picnic. Hi everybody, we're here outside at the Santa Barbara Golf Club with General Manager Randy Shannon. Randy, thank you for joining us. What separates this public course from the rest of the courses here in Santa Barbara?
Well, we're owned by the city of Santa Barbara, so being a municipality, one of our major goals is always to promote the game of golf as much as possible, and that's to all genders, right? Male, female, seniors, young. Our youth program is just huge here, so it's been a big part of the city to help try to promote the youth golf, and that's one of our major objectives.
Outside of just golf, you guys offer a lot of community events here that maybe people in town don't know about. So if you could highlight some of those and ways for families to come out and have a good time just outside of the game itself.
Sure, exactly. Well, just last Saturday, we had our Easter egg hunt. This was our third annual. Probably 150 families showed up and had a lot of participation with a lot of eggs. And we have another one coming up in May. May 11th is our movie night. So we will have, again, a free community event. We do this 4 times a year. We're going to show The Incredible 2s on Saturday, May 11th at 7:30. And then we also have other activities like putting contests, some cornhole games, face painting, and other fun things for the whole family, even non-golfers alike. So we'll set up right here behind me on number 1 tee with the big movie screen. So that'll be fun for that. Other activities coming up in May is we have the big Santa Barbara City Championship. This is our biggest event of the year. So that's done for all amateur golfers from young to old, and we have it flighted and things like that for all different abilities as well. So Santa Barbara City Championship is always a highlight of the year.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Randy. We appreciate it. If you guys want to come out here and golf or even just, have a good time with your family, come out to the Santa Barbara Golf Club. Welcome everybody. We are talking with William Conlon, the director and co-writer of the recent documentary Making Apes, the Artist Who Changed Film. Will, thank you for joining us. and wanted to really get your perspective on this film. It's something that a lot of people, I don't think, appreciate enough about the franchise of the Planet of the Apes. So give us kind of how this came to be and how you wound up being the director of a film such as this.
Well, for many Planet of the Apes fans, there's a definitive documentary that was created by Roddy McDowall, one of the original actors from Planet of the Apes. That came out in 1999. So when the idea of this project first came along, I thought, well, didn't Roddy do a great doc about it, and aren't we all set? So I went back and I watched it, and in this incredible documentary, there is very little reference to the makeup, which was one of the key tenets of the film. The film would not have been made if it wasn't for the incredible makeups. So I immediately saw a story there, and from that point we just did our research. We spent almost a year doing research on the project, and we found an incredible story. These makeup artists who worked on the film, there were over 60 of them, went on and shaped Hollywood history for the next 50 years.
Growing up here in Santa Barbara your whole life, I'm sure there was a moment at some point, along with a lot of other people, when they find their passion. Was there a certain moment or specific thing you can remember where you thought, this is something I want to get into, I want to become a filmmaker? And does any of that relate to the makeup artist, kind of the unsung heroes?
Absolutely. I can draw a straight line. When I saw Jurassic Park at the Arlington Theater when it premiered in 1993, that was the film that inspired me to be a filmmaker. I thought, even at that young age, I thought, if I can make people feel the way that I feel right now, that's what I want to do. And the artist who created the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, Stan Winston, was inspired by Planet of the Apes to become a Hollywood makeup man. He actually worked on the franchise in his earliest years in Hollywood. So there's this weird circle that developed as we were doing the film, and that came full circle when we got his son Matt to be our narrator for the project.
Right, so it all kind of came full circle, and I think your passion early on with it is evident in your approach to this, because this took you, from what you said on the red carpet, nearly 4 years to produce and finalize and put out there. Was there ever a moment where you woke up and said, what am I doing? You know, should I continue this? Were there moments of maybe I should just put it away? How did you get through that and all the pressures?
I never thought about putting it away. The biggest challenge was thinking, how are we going to possibly make a single feature out of this? I think that wake-up moment that you're talking about was around the point when we shot our 100th hour of interview footage for what we knew was going to be about a 90-minute project. So it kind of got us all thinking, how are we going to make just a single film out of this? And sure enough, we've got so much material. We're going to do a bunch of special features and YouTube clips and really continue the story on, even though the feature film is done.
Well, if you haven't seen the film yet, check it out. It is Making Apes, the Artist Who Changed Film. Will, thank you so much for joining us, the director and co-writer. We'll be right back.